And today is April 5th, 2025. And the day is, you know what day it is? Yeah. It's Saturday.
It's Buster Rush on Friday, kicking with ballistics on WIMN.
That's right. I rarely do videos on Saturday, but today is Saturday. It is Saturday. I don't even know what I call Saturday. What do I call Saturday? I don't know. I think I need to think of a name for Saturday. It is the weekend, and it is Saturday. Oh, wait. No, I don't have a sign for Saturday. Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. On Saturday, it's a Saturday.
And my cup of joe for today is... So, yeah, Kings got a victory last night. They started off a little rocky, a little shaky, scared me a little bit. But they picked it up in the end, and they were able to win. Any wins we can get, I'll take it. This is what we needed. The Kings needed to raise their spirits a little bit, and a victory is just the way to do that. I'm just hoping this is not the only victory they get for the rest of the season. They have some really hard teams to play against this upcoming couple weeks. And their next game is versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a very good Eastern Conference team. I want to say they were in first place last time I checked. Yeah, Cavaliers are first place in the East. They are 62-15. So this is a very good team. And they have Donovan Mitchell, who is one of those good upcoming next players. A player that the Kings could have drafted. A very explosive player that can get his points. He's a good three-point shooter as well. And they've put together a pretty good team. So that's for the Kings. You know, this victory is great for them to lift their morale, lift their spirits. Get these guys realizing they can score, they can beat teams, and they can dominate. Yes, this roster was a little depleted. They didn't even have a few of their starters, but yet and still, you know, the Wizards weren't a good team either, and they lost to the Wizards. You know, Orlando, you know, they're a pretty average team, and they lost to Orlando. So they needed this game to show that they are still a good team, and they're better than some of these worst teams in the East Coast. And they put the stomp down. That's what they needed to do. You know, there's not really much you can say. They shot great. The defense was good enough against this team of, you know, non-elite scorers. So what can I say about that? They won 125-102. So they stomped this team, which is what was kind of expected, during the Wizards game as well, but it didn't happen. They had a really bad game, really bad shooting, really bad defense. But this game, you know, they picked it up. They were able to show they can still play as a team, and that this team can still do some good stuff, and that there's still some winning in this team. They need to carry this victory, carry this feeling, carry this flow into the next game. Let it when they go into Cleveland, you know, let it guide them, let it push them forward. Let them get some motivation from this, you know, to go ahead and move forward. And like I said, this is a team they should have beat. They went out and handled business on the road. So good on the Kings. You know, at this point, anytime they can do that is really good for the Kings. Now, it's going to be a little bit taller task going out to Cleveland and doing that. You know, they have their next few games. Cleveland, Detroit, Denver, Clippers, and the Suns. That's the whole season right there in a nutshell. Just, don't go out and get stomped by these Cavs. Go make it a competitive game. Feel your way around. Get an understanding of how good you guys really are. Play this team to the end and close out the game. And maybe you might be able to get a victory on the road. So, bottom line is that this can't be their last victory. They really need to get a victory coming up here in one or two of these upcoming games. Beating the Hornets by this much, to me, in my opinion, shows they haven't punted on the season. They haven't quit all the way. They're probably going to be willing to go ahead and play in this play-in 10th spot because that's about where they're going to be. I mean, they can overtake Dallas into the 9th spot. It's possible. They're only a half game behind Dallas. This just kind of shows me they're still in the game. They're still in the season. They're still trying to get victories, which is good. They didn't just go out and play half-ass against this team, and they didn't lose this game. So bottom line, good victory. Every victory the Kings can get here on out is good. It's going to be good for them. It's going to be great for them. Go ahead and finish this season out strong. Go out here to the Cavs and try to beat this Cavs team. Don't go out here thinking, it's an instant loss or you can't hang with this team. Go out there with that mentality of, giant killer. You're trying to beat the bigger teams. You're trying to be better than the bigger teams. There's a lot of question marks about this team coming up into this offseason. The coach, Sabonis questioning the direction of the team, to DeMar DeRozan, getting up there in age and, wanting a championship. Is Levine going to be our main guy that we build around? These are all questions that are going to have to be answered in the offseason, but let that be in the offseason. For now, play your best, win as many games as you can. Try to make this play-in push. You never know. You might be able to make it into the playoffs, and you'll play a hard OKC team. But that's what it's all about, man. It's all about competition. It's all about playing. It's all about getting better. It's all about testing your skills, putting your feet in the water, diving in, seeing what you can do. So, Kings, fun game, happy game. Way to stomp on a losing team, but now they need to go out here to Cleveland and handle some business, see if they can compete. And that's my cup of joe. Today it was Starbucks, caramel macchiato, but usually it's French roast, 1 creamer.